Hold on a moment. I'm waiting on a few people to hop on here. We got the family all together. We got a yard full of people outside with the DJs. But we share going on and talk and say what we got to say for this live. I'm giving everybody a few minutes to hop on. If y'all hear our kids in the background, they show up, they show love too.
That's all the family. Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's in your face too.
Tyrone.
Yes.
That's Tyrone's family.
We on this live. We a family. We got the inside of the house full. We got the kids in the back. We got people in the front yard. Every day of the new year and before the new year, my family been grieving. And we still feeling the wrath from each one of us, from the tears, from the anger, from trying to uplift, uphold, encourage one another regarding my nephew, stepdaddy Dro, T2, Tyrone Davis Jr., young Dro, YouTuber, blogger, truck driver, all social media platforms. That's real high. A great young, humble, respectable young man that get it from the muscle the right way all his life. He leave two kids, one boy, and that's Eli, and he got one daughter, Chloe. So I want to be on here because there's so many people that has shown love in this situation that's still unanswered about my nephew. So I just want to address that on our main issue for why we showing up tonight to come back on here on this live, because we got something to say. So I'm gonna give it just a few more minutes and I'm gonna allow more people to hop on this live. This is my family. We in the living room. We trying to whisper, but guess what? We know we on live and we got a lot to say. But one thing about this family, I don't care if the different last name is in this room. We one sound, one family on one accord, and that's what it is. That's what it's going to be. Let me tell you, we running over with emotions right now. It is a big deal. As y'all know, my nephew has lost his life by the situation after a Christmas event, just trying to love on a woman unconditionally like no other. And when I tell you he did it, no other person can do it better than him when it comes to how to treat a lady. He wasn't fake. He wasn't phony. He always been real. That Leo in him is a leader, a go-getter, a dresser, and know how to take care of his kids and love on his woman. And when I tell y'all, it wasn't just for no social media. That was him, whether it was a holiday, whether it was a regular day, he treated her with the utmost romantic, special love. And that's how he do his family. Not just the mama, not just the daddy, not just the aunties. My nephew was that guy, a shining light from up above. God made him different. He walked around different, full of love, full of laughs, full of goals. And when I tell you, that's for the smile that he brought with it, because it wasn't nothing but love when he walked into a room. It is a big deal. And this is what I got to say about this situation that got us all mixed up until we get rest. And let me tell you something. Before we started anything, before I even came on this live, we started off in prayer, because you best believe we know the man up above. And as much as you say you know to God, go to God, we done did that and we still doing that. And some of us, it's hard to pray when you in them shoes. It's hard to talk to God when you in them shoes. And if you ain't been in them shoes, humble yourself, pipe down, because you can't speak on nobody's family. Now I want to address this. But why the auntie got something to say? Because guess what? It's one voice. And when big dog Tyrone in the building, he got a daddy. He say, take off, Tasha. And guess what? That's what I'm going to do. That's what we going to do. We going to stand together. One more time, I'm going to show y'all. And let me tell you, this family got some goons. But because we know God is going to handle this situation, he going to fix it. And when I tell you Jesus going to well fix it, that the truth shall come forward. And guess what? Revenge is his, and it's going to happen. You best believe we going to get justice. You best believe we ain't laying down until justice comes, because that's how we built. We've been strong for this death situation come. This is how our family rock. Anytime, anyway, whether it is the good or the bad, we always got each other back. You know why? Because we supposed to. And this just made us go 20 times stronger about this situation. So I want to tell y'all this. Let me sit down one time, because I gotta tell y'all. And this has got to be the biggest thing that took us out of the new year, that hit us and impact us so hard. But I'm going to start off with Uno. Thank everybody that's been reaching out, reposting, resharing, also just showing love for this family and the burden that we carrying, understanding how my nephew went on a vacation and ended up under a bridge. We know when you pulled off in that car, you pulled off with his cell phone.
Oh, tell it. Now, this is the auntie of the man that's dead. He didn't make it in 2026. No, the girlfriend been quiet, honey, but the auntie is about to tell y'all everything about this case. And then I got a video. I don't know if I'm going to play tonight on this live or I'm going to know if I'm going to save it for tomorrow, honey. It depends on how y'all acting, but we definitely need more engagement. I got the link at the top. If y'all want to come up here and say something, I definitely want to hear what y'all got to say. We are trying to get justice for this black man, okay? And no, the girlfriend ain't saying nothing, but listen to the auntie real quick. Go ahead.
You pulled off with his wallet and you pulled off with his...
What? Oh, Lord. Did you see that? My goodness. Did y'all see that? Okay, here we go. Hold on. You see how that's the girlfriend spirit right there. The girlfriend spirit is trying to get me to... She don't want it to be exposed.
That got us all mixed up until we get rest. And let me tell you something. Before we started anything, before I even came on this live, we started off in prayer, because you best believe we... But why the auntie got something to say? Because guess what? It's one voice. And when big dog Tyrone in the building, he got a daddy. He say, take off, Tasha. And guess what? That's what I'm going to do. That's what we going to do. We going to stand together. One more time, I'm going to show y'all. And let me tell you, this family got some goons. But because we know God is going to handle this situation, he going to fix it. And when I tell you Jesus going to well fix it, that the truth shall come forward. And guess what? Revenge is his, and it's going to happen. You best believe we gonna get justice. You best believe we ain't laying down until justice comes, because that's how we built. We've been strong for this death situation come. This is how our family rock. Anytime, anyway, whether it is the good or the bad, we always got each other back. You know why? Because we supposed to. And this just made us go 20 times stronger about this situation. So I want to tell y'all this. Let me sit down one time, because I gotta tell y'all. And this has got to be the biggest thing that took us out of the new year, that hit us and impact us so hard. But I'm going to start off with Uno. Thank everybody that's been reaching out, reposting, resharing, also just showing love for this family and the burden that we carrying, understanding how my nephew went on a vacation and ended up under a bridge. We know when you pulled off in that car, you pulled off with his cell phone, you pulled off with his wallet, and you pulled off with his gun.
Now, what's going on? Why is it always like that when we get here? She pulled off with his gun.
Said it started at the hotel. We know that. I can't tell y'all, McGive. I'm going to tell y'all, like I said on my Facebook, and if you didn't see it today, I said one thing we do know. We don't know what happened, but we do know he ain't Humpty Dumpty. He ain't sat on the wall and had a great fall. Guess what? I know one thing happened, and whatever it is that happened, we praying that it come forward. I also know y'all left that cabin and y'all went and got a room, because y'all checked out the cabin. Y'all got a room. Then you said that you left the room and you went to Papa John's Pizza. Guess what? The detective said you've been to Papa John's Pizza. And guess what? The Davis family did their own investigation. When they hit Gainesville, you best believe they just told Gainesville streets down for answers. I didn't tell y'all this because my live went dead the last time. It was a homeless man under a bridge. Under that same bridge, they found my nephew's body at. Let me tell you, say it again, brother. The pizza on the ground flew out the box. The chicken wings flew out the box. So he went to the hotel to check in on camera. He went to the Papa John's pizza place on camera. And guess what? Everything was working fine. Everything was working by God Almighty power. All bones, all limbs, nothing fractured in his head. He left the Papa John's people. But when he got out that car, and guess what? Papa John's and the bridge less than 10 minutes apart. So that means, girl, that demon rose up in you as soon as that man got back in the car. You started at the cabin, and after y'all got food, you still on that. You still on that. So between Papa John's and the bridge, something had to happen. And I'm going to tell you, like the homeless man said, by the time he looked over, he barely saw a stagger and he collapsed. So, okay, I'm going to run it back. Under that bridge, something happened. I don't know these people in Gainesville. I know a lady that said to me, and shout out to you, ma'am, you said that it's a lot of powerful people you know in Gainesville. Next thing I know, I got a dispatch call saying pedestrian versus sedan. Said a bystander, a vehicle, a passenger. No, this baby, this old. This on my page. A passenger saw pedestrian get hit by a vehicle. They said the caller got out because he was in the middle of the road and caller is blocking pedestrian with their vehicle. Now, why would they be in her Infinity truck? And guess what?
She don't drive.
She don't drive. Her ankle broke.
She
and guess what? Miss Lou ain't Lou. Her name Kiara. Miss Lou is a girlfriend to T2. She's not his wife. And I know it's so much mixed up communication on this situation. But it's okay. I'm going to tell you this. The investigators are doing their job heavy. It's wide open. They're going full force because this family ain't letting up. So we're going to let them do their job. We don't know what happened. We know he ain't Humpty Dumpty, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. And we're going to have patience and wait. Yes, everything is moving by God's power. And it's going to be released by in the name of Jesus. We speak that for justice. Not even with that being said. So I'm going to leave y'all there because that's what we stuck at right now while they do the investigation. Number 2. Why did you transfer the money out of his bank account that he said shared with my sister the day after he was pronounced deceased at the hospital? My sister and T2 share a bank account. The account is on 0 and it shows the money was transferred to his single account by himself. You got access to his cell phone. You got access to his bank accounts. If you ain't money hungry and desperate and you got all access to everything he got, we ain't worried about no worldly possessions. We screaming justice over here. We want justice over here. It ain't about the money. He got $1 million wardrobe. He got a son. You think we give a darn about a clothes? We would rather have my nephew here. We would rather have my nephew with breath in his body. If you ask me, I'm going to tell you real quick. I said he should have dusty rolled in the car, fired on the shut him out, took the domestic violence charge, and then just bonded out. But he's not that guy. He's not that guy. No, I'm letting them know he's not that guy. He's not a woman abuser. He ain't gonna put his hand on a woman. But I was thinking every scenario, maybe she didn't do it. And I know one thing for sure. Not only that, let me say this. Let me say this. She put the account to 0. But this is what I want y'all to think about. If all family mourning and all family really going through all kind of anger and emotions, and y'all can hear it in me, and it is real. By my nephew, it's a big deal. By all family members, it's a big deal. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this with everything in me. This woman got the nerve to think she going to come to his funeral.
Welcome to Lauderdale. Welcome to Lauderdale.
That's the daddy. That's why you think you're going to come to his funeral? I think you better get a rain check, baby. I think you need a rain check. Because when I tell you, this ain't what you want.
Tell her how she can sit between me and my sister. She can come.
Listen, one thing about it, 2 things for sure. That ain't what you want. God ain't even going to allow that. Girl, you ain't got balls like that anyway. So I'm just going to call a spade a spade. All right, sister, I respect that. So let me calm down. Let me calm down. But guess what? We one voice, we one sound. That's all I want to say. And also, before I pass this phone, sister, what you said? Cuz what you said? If the roles were reversed, my nephew would have been booked under the jailhouse. One thing you could tell them people, her family members, her mama, he wouldn't have left her. Say that again. He wouldn't have left her. If the roles was reversed, that nigga would have been in booking before he could have even made a step from the gas station to the hospital. But T2 is not that guy. His heart too good. He loved her too much. And then for you to show your love, if not any other time, now was the time. The lies, the lies, the lies. That's what we got problem with. All the lies. This is my big brother, Big Ty. When I tell you, I respect everybody who making their post, y'all content creators trying to make y'all money do what y'all do. Y'all, it's fine. It's positive. Y'all forcing justice for T2, draw whatever. But y'all kind of taking it a little too far. Somebody posted my dad in the casket. We not too long ago lost my dad. Come on, y'all doing a little too much. Some people need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. It's going a little out of hand. But I respect everybody who got love for us and gave us. Thank you for what we going through.
Hey, listen, y'all. I want to thank all y'all who've been sharing. You know, I don't care about nothing but what belongs to me. Materials, you know, possessions. My son worked for that. You know, this family raised him right. You know, for him to accomplish all the goals that he did. It's more than a son to me. You know, right now I'm walking in the spirit, you know, called the flesh. My guts on the ground. If it weren't for this right here, if it weren't for this here, y'all, if it weren't for this, I don't know where I'd be right now. You know, I ain't asking for nobody to throw nobody under the bus. And I want to say thank y'all, you know, but I do deserve it.
Oh my God. Child, I'm over here crying. Get the likes up, y'all. This is his daddy talking. My goodness, what is going on? The spirit don't want me to get to this tea, honey. What is going? It keep on doing that. Y'all get the likes up while I try to bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back.
Tell her come she can sit between me and my sister.
For us and gave us.
I'm asking the Lord, you feel me, to just hold on me. Tyrone, I'm seeing you, but I don't exist right now. There's the spirit in me. That's the only thing to keep me afloat. You feel me? And, you know, for everybody out there to have a son or a daughter, teach them don't trust no motherfucking body.
I know that.
You feel me? And that's respectfully. Because at the end of the day, we never thought this. We embrace people. And I ain't going to put it on my tongue to call no name. But at the end of the day, you see this here?
And they got to go too.
And I can look all out the door.
Yes. They're out there, the whole yard, the whole
500 plus. We speak in numbers. I'm just asking y'all to share anything, you know what I'm saying, this push of positivity to help me and this foundation over here, this David Strong Village, get closure and answers. That's all I ask for. What more can a father ask for? I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody. Like my family said, as a family, we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love the support. We love the love. We couldn't ask for more support. We ask that y'all continue to push the issue, push the post, pray, speak to God, tell a friend, post it, share it. Somebody out there knows something, and we want answers. By any means necessary, we want answers. We're not going to stop until we get answers. We was raised a family that prays together, stays together. But we was also raised, when you leave with somebody, you come back with who you leave with. She made it back, he didn't. We need to know why. And if you could give us answers, whatever those would be, we would have to take that. But she can't give us answers. Her answers ain't making sense. If you saw something, say something. Reach out. Our inboxes are open. I've never accepted as many friend requests as I've done in this last week because anybody who wants answers, I need them. We need to know what happened to him. It ain't going to bring him back. It's not going to bring it back. And even if you don't feel comfortable talking to us, Gainesville Police Department will take all calls. Alachua Police Department will take all calls. His family will take all calls, all messages. If you know something, say something. They pronounced him dead while my uncle and my grandmother and my auntie sat in that room. That doctor say, if y'all can get him to show us any sign of life, we will go into surgery and stop the test now. He showed nothing. They begged and they prayed and they pleaded. T2, we here. You are not alone. We love you. And we on this live because we here. And he is not alone and we love him. We want justice. We want answers. We need to know. Not knowing is not an option for us anymore. We've always stood together as a family. Anybody who know us, anybody who know this Davis bloodline, know we didn't just come together when it was somebody's funeral. We don't just come together when it's death. We love on each other all the time. We got him. This is his son. This is his legacy. His son want to know what's going on. His question to us is what happened to my daddy, and we can't answer that.
But we will seek and find.
We will continue to seek answers. We will continue to seek justice. If you know something, say something. We are always open for anybody who know what happened, but we are asking for justice. And we understand that we can't point fingers because we weren't there. We may not know exactly what happened under that bridge or on the way from Papa John's to that bridge, but what we do know is that he left Broward County with you. He was found under that bridge.
Oh, with you. Girl, tell it. Oh, hold on, y'all. Y'all be patient with me.
And
The answers ain't making sense. To say something. They pronounced him dead. He showed nothing for us anymore. We've always stood together as a family. Anybody who know us, anybody who know this Davis bloodline, know we didn't just come together when it was somebody's funeral. We don't just come together when it's death. We love on each other all the time. We got him. This is his son. This is his legacy. His son want to know what's going on. His question to us is what happened to my daddy, and we can't answer that.
But we will seek and find.
We will continue to seek answers. We will continue to seek justice. If you know something, say something. We are always open for anybody who know what happened, but we are asking for justice. And we understand that we can't point fingers because we weren't there. We may not know exactly what happened under that bridge or on the way from Papa John's to that bridge, but what we do know is that he left Broward County with you. He was found under that bridge.
There I go again. What is going on? I'm gonna have to bash point that point. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. The devil busy. Oh my goodness. It won't let me continue to play.
From 3 to 6 p.m. at Oswald Park. We are inviting everybody.
if you in Broward County,
I don't care if you in Broward County, New York, Atlanta, another country.
Ooh, it won't let me get to it, y'all. Ooh, it won't let me go. Do you guys want me to continue to talk about this tomorrow? Let me know right now. I'm going to see if I can go up to the other page at the top. Press 3 if y'all want me to continue to talk about this tomorrow. I'm looking to see any updates so we can spread more awareness. Happy birthday, Tyrone. It was his birthday. Big Ty. It must be his father's. I believe my bro. Yeah, that's his father's birthday was just yesterday, you know. Let me see if anything else she's saying. Okay, that was a clip that we talked about right here. Let me see this.
shop that we are the Davis family getting shirts from. We don't know who them other people is. Somebody said it could be his mom. I don't know that. We tag. I heard they got a documentary. I'm not closing my mouth. We're not stopping the voice. When I tell you, only thing we're doing is asking for justice. We're going to keep on asking for justice until it is finished. I'm going to keep going live as y'all follow the story until it is finished. I don't really have to recap on what it's all about, but it is a big deal pertaining morning motivation with Dro. Yeah, that's who that trucker that was out. Prints of our actual shirts that the Davis family have. I ain't knocking nobody what y'all do, but what the Davis family got, you'll see it in a minute. You'll be able to order and click the link. I thank y'all for tuning in. Give my brother a shout out. Let me even read some of y'all. that he need right now for this birthday and every day, but today was a special day, not only because it's his birthday, but it was also a bittersweet day because this January 5th, we had lost our dad and had his viewing on January 5th.
They got so much loss, man, back to back to back to back. This is an auntie. This is her page. I'm just on her page.
Lulu chick said that guess what? She was riding in the car with him. They got into a disagreement and he told her to let him out. Left my nephew in Gainesville somewhere. You and him the only ones there. No family, no people, no nothing. You left my nephew and you said you drove up to a gas station 5 minutes to wait. Maybe he needed to cool off. You throw him out and left him for dead. Your story changed because guess what? You called the mama Renee. And when you called the mama Renee, you gonna tell Renee, oh, he fell at the gas station and bumped his head. He brain dead, trauma to the skull, the back of the skull, his blunt force trauma to his head. Something had to happen. It didn't happen falling out no car. It did not happen falling down no stairs. It did not happen the way they kind of make these different stories. I ain't gonna say they is Lou. So not only that, you let him out, and at the end of the day, pulled off. You left him for dead. Why in the hell that you left my nephew and then found him under a bridge when ain't nobody under the bridge, Lord God? Fractured to the front, fractured to the back. So if you hit him in the back of the head, whatever rumor, whatever lifetime mystery, puzzle, whether it was an accident, then you say he stumbled out the car. Then you say he jumped out of the car. You was going 25 miles. Then you say he tripped on the feet as he was getting out. Accidents happen, but quit lying, Lulu. How he fell at the gas station and bumped his head when you claim to put him out of car. Oh, this is what we got. We only can tell you what we got.
What do y'all think? Do y'all think Lulu had another boyfriend? Lulu might had another boyfriend, and they did it like okay, you're gonna rob him, and then Lulu while at the Papa John's. I'm just throwing something out there. I don't know. Lulu, when did they both go inside the Papa John's? If they go both inside Papa John's, maybe her other boyfriend got in that car, in the backseat, hid low, and then got in. When they got in, was like, come on, sit your ass in the back. Well, I don't know, because they said, how's she driving? I don't know. Can she drive? I mean, she can drive, but I would imagine maybe she's driving. And then that's when the other boyfriend was probably hit him beside the head with that gun, took all his shit, and while they driving, pushed his ass off. I don't know, honey. But I think another person was involved. I think it was another man involved. I don't know how the other man got involved within that 10 minutes from Papa John's to that overbridge, but they did say that she knew that area. They did say before they went to Papa John's, she was mad. So she probably called one of her niggas. And she don't want to give one of them niggas up. You know what I'm saying? Because they did it for her. So, that's what I think was going on. Because these girls, they like these thugs. This was a good man, but they want a thug on the side. And that thug man could have been jealous, just like how Holly was jealous of Romika. And she's taken up for homeboy, but she gonna go down. She gonna go down. It says she was moving around a lot with the broken ankle. Oh, really? Did you see her? Well, yeah, I did see her moving a lot on the video. So she could have been the driver. She sure could have been the driver, and had that thug dude in the back seat while they went in the Papa John's to get the food and stuff. Because the homeless man said the pizza and the wings was thrown out. How did it get thrown out? Why did they throw out the pizza? Did you hear that part? They threw out the pizza. Ain't nobody about to throw out no good ass pizza. They just got them pizza and wings, and they like to eat. Hell, they was both thick with it. I don't know why would they throw out pizza and wings. I think the other boyfriend threw out the chicken and wings. Some went out of hand. It said the aunt said Lulu couldn't drive because her foot was broke. I saw her moving. Hell, you can still drive. You can have one foot broke and you can move that other foot, either the left or right. When you can still move that other foot, you can get around now. All you got to do is push. And let me show y'all. Let me see. I'm going to save this video for tomorrow.
I love you.
Okay, she's standing up. Man, if you can stand up, you can drive. She's standing up by herself. She don't got no crutches on. This is the girlfriend right here, y'all. Okay, this is the girlfriend. I'll play this later on. But look at her. She laying down and everything with that broken leg. So she know how to move around. Look at her moving around. Look. If you can go down the stairs, you can drive. I don't care what y'all say, honey. Look at that.
Love from suspicion.
Look, if you can go down, she got the titties all out. She doing that for show. You know what I mean? You know, she laughing. Look. She taking that ass down them stairs. Look at that. If you can go down the stairs, you can drive. I don't know what y'all talking about. Hell. Press 1 if she can go down the stairs that she can drive. Okay. She can get her ass and drive. You got midgets that's driving, man. Hell. She can drive, you know. And they said they said that he paid for her body, all that butt and them titties. I mean, man, who's her doctor? Because they did a good ass job, honey. She's so fluffy, and he loved her fluffy ass. You know what I mean? But that fluffy ass and got his ass set up. I believe she set him up. I think another dude did it. But yeah, they said her whole body he paid for. This is what she wanted. Ooh, that laugh was so weird. You know how she laughs? Sound like from a scary movie. And that's him and that's her, Uh-huh. I'm gonna go back here. Listen to this laugh sound demonic.
I love you.
I love you too. You know what? I don't like neither one of them laughs, honestly. I thought it was just hers. I don't like neither one of them. What the fuck is so funny? I don't get the joke. Did I miss out the joke? I don't know. But maybe it's an inside joke. They only get it. But this is 2 days or 1 day leading up to the death of him. They was just so lovey and everything was so funny and ha he. And next thing you know, the next day, I believe this was the next day, because they said he got her that trip, right? He got her the cabin and he put all those sticky notes. You see them sticky notes on that thing talking about love you, Lulu? He did that for her thinking he doing something. She don't want that fucking sticky shit. She looking like, man, I want a Chanel purse. She want to get flued out, okay? She want him to take her to Chanel, but I don't think he could afford that. So he was very creative. And they was playing games. And the gifts was food, Chipotle shit. And she faked it like she's a fake motherfucker. I say that. Lulu, you's a fake bitch. You know you a fake hoe. Cause she on the camera. Ha he. She good with faking with her pretty ass teeth. I like her smile. I think that's fake too though. But it don't matter because I think she invested good with her, fake stuff. It look good. Shit, I'd do it too. But they said after that camera, she said, get I want to get the fuck out of here. She said, no, I don't want to live up in no cabinet, all these bugs and shit. I want to be in a luxury hotel. I ain't feeling this, because they said he surprised. It's supposed to be a surprise. But she was like, nah, this is a fucking surprise. Nah, nigga, take me to the damn hotel. So that's why they had to get the hotel. But, they ain't show that part. So she just faked it for the cameras because, that's what they do. They do camera, couple footage on the camera. They're trying to sell the dream of they so lovey, dovey. I guess so they can get a lot of money and views and stuff like that. But honey, I guess her ass snapped or her boyfriend snapped. Somebody snapped, you know? And it seemed like he was genuine. He probably genuinely loved her, but she didn't feel the same for his ass. You know what I mean? And now she's so quiet about this. And that's so weird for you to be quiet. I mean, I don't even love the dude, but I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm not even, with the dude, but I would go to the hospital with the family, but she wouldn't even go to the hospital with the family. They said once the family went to the hospital, this girl ran out. She did not want to be around the family. That's very telling. They said she didn't even notify the family to tell the family that that something happened. He got picked up as a John Doe because she left his ass for dead. So I don't know if she didn't think this through, but I think that she didn't do this all alone. I think it's another man somewhere in the picture. I don't know if he's beating her ass and he's like, bitch, you better not say nothing. But I think it's another man in this situation, honey, that she got feelings for. Okay. Because I was wondering why they left the cabin and went to a hotel. Yeah, because she didn't want to be there. She's a good faking it. Because I would have never known she was unpleased with all that smiling she doing. But I guess when a person, when they smile too much, it's fake when they overdo it. Maybe she overdid the smiling and laughing and shit. Okay. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. I'll try to do this thing tomorrow if you guys want me to continue to cover it. I just want to thank you all for showing out. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I would say, why unallow someone just to leave? Well, it may be the man. And you know what? They got the spirit of anger. I don't know, but they say the spirit, or when you have the emotions of anger and rage, it's wickedness, and that rage and anger inside you, it produces you to want to kill people. It produces you to want to hurt people in a rage. And that rage overtakes a person and they end up snapping out, especially if they have a quick temper or they're always angry. They're easily to get anger. That's a spirit. So those spirits, they will kill you for nothing. Even if they're having a bad day and you look at them wrong, they'll take your ass out of here. You don't have to do nothing. If a person just have a lot of anger in them and rage, all that demonic spirit, they just kill you. Take your ass out of here, So it don't take much, honey. All right. I'm going to get on out of here. Follow the money she took from his account. Yeah, where she probably put in her own account or cashed out. She probably cashed out. And did you hear she want to go to the funeral, child? But you know what? They always want to go to the funeral. Look at Carlos. Carlos, Ramika baby daddy, he wanted to go to the funeral too. Honey, it's the same case. It's the same case. All right, I'm on out of here, y'all. Love y'all. Let's get the likes up. We definitely need to get the likes up in here because the likes ain't liking y'all. Let's get the likes up and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.